I'm Kathy from House of TOEFL, and we're so excited to announce that we have developed our own speaking test for you. So go ahead and try the speaking test. It includes all 6 prompts. Be sure to record them on your phone or other audio device. Then send them to us at www.houseoftoefl.com for a professional assessment. And as always, good luck on your TOEFL. Describe an event that caused a major change in your life. What was the event and why did it change your life? You may begin to prepare your response after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? People should wait until they are over 30 before they get married. Use details and examples to explain your opinion. You may begin to prepare your response after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Now listen to a conversation between 2 students.
Did you see this announcement?
Yeah, I think it's great the cafeteria is going to start offering healthier food.
I don't think it's going to make a difference.
Really? Why not?
Well, all they're doing is switching our regular fruit for organic fruit. What they really need to do is change the main courses. I mean, look at our menu. It's all really fattening, salty junk. Hamburgers, french fries, pizza. What they need to do is start offering things like salads or grilled chicken.
I see your point. Every time I go there, I end up getting a burger and fries because that's what's always on the menu. It would be nice to have some better choices.
Right.
But at least they did the research, right?
That's another thing. I don't think organic fruit is any more nutritious than regular fruit.
You don't?
Nope. I used to, but I read some studies for a research paper I wrote in my nutrition class. And, well, it turns out the most recent research says organic fruit is no better for you than fruit grown on a regular farm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know what scientific agreement the dean is talking about, but that's not what I read. So I have to pay more for fruit that has the same nutritional value? What a pain.
The woman expresses her opinion about the university's plan, briefly summarize the plan, then state her opinion about the plan, and explain the reason she gives for holding that opinion.
You may begin to prepare your response after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Now listen to part of a lecture in a business class. Let me give you an example of this. A friend of mine owns a house cleaning business, and she doesn't draw up contracts because, well, a lot of her customers are her regulars, her repeat customers. But last week she was called to a new house. It was a big, beautiful house, a mansion. Well, my friend and the owner agreed upon a price, and she went to work. She did all her usual work in the house, dusting, vacuuming, cleaning the bathrooms and the kitchen. When she was finally finished and collecting her things to leave, the owner stopped her and asked her why she hadn't cleaned the windows. My friend was surprised, as window cleaning is not normally considered a part of what she agrees to do. It's an extra service. However, the owner explained that she had expected her windows to be cleaned. They argued back and forth for a bit, and my friend finally gave in and agreed to clean the windows, but she wasn't happy about it. It took her an extra 2 hours. 2 hours she wasn't paid any more for, and that she could have used to clean another house. Explain how the example from the lecture illustrates scope creep.
You may begin to prepare your response after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Now listen to a conversation between two students.
Hey David, how's it going?
Not too bad. I'm having one problem though, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
What's wrong?
You know my roommate? Well, he moved out last week. The thing is, he was the one with the laptop. Whenever I had a paper due, I would just borrow his laptop to type it up.
What about your new roommate? Doesn't he have a laptop?
Nope.
Well, you could always go to the computer lab. You can type up your essays there, and they have printers too.
Right. It's just the computer lab is so busy. Last time I went there, I waited 45 minutes to get on a computer.
I know what you mean. That place sure gets busy, especially toward the end of the term.
I know.
Well, here's an idea. Maybe you could borrow my laptop. I mean, if I'm not using it, that is.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, you don't live very far from me. It wouldn't be too much of a hassle for you to borrow it once in a while.
That's really nice of you. I just hate to impose. I know you use your laptop a lot for papers too.
True, but if we're careful about it, it could work.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Briefly summarize the problem the speakers are discussing. Then state which solution you would recommend. Explain the reasons for your recommendation. You may begin to prepare your response after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Now, listen to a lecture in a biology class.
The desert is a difficult climate for most animals to survive in. Temperatures can reach 160 degrees during the day. Fortunately, most desert animals have evolved behavioral mechanisms to solve the heat problems the desert environment poses. Among the thousands of animals that have made the desert their home, there are many remarkable adaptations developed for avoiding excess heat. Some animals create their own microclimates to keep out of direct sunlight. Pack rats, for example, build themselves a small shelter. This shelter is made of sticks, stones, and pieces of cactus and other plants. From a distance, it actually looks like a small trash heap. Underneath this shelter, the pack rat burrows into the ground and digs tunnels that end in a nest of small plant fibers. The pack rat spends its days in this soft nest, protected from the soaring desert temperatures outside of this microclimate. Another way animals cool down is called evaporative cooling. When water evaporates from a surface on an animal's body, it cools that surface down. That cool surface can carry blood back into the body and thus cool the internal temperature of the animal. Take the coyote, for example. When coyotes get really hot, they pant. That is, they hang their tongue out and they breathe heavily. Why? Because as they pant, air moves in and out of their mouths and, well, their mouths have wet surfaces inside. As the air movement dries these wet surfaces, the coyote's tongue cools down. And these tongues are covered in blood vessels. Blood vessels that carry the blood now at a cooler temperature back into the coyote's body. This evaporative cooling method helps keep the coyote from overheating. Using the examples of the pack rat and the coyote, explain how desert animals survive in the heat. You may begin to prepare your response after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep. To have your test evaluated, go to www.houseoftoefl.com.